think the priming is also an internal thing, Stefan. One thing we've seen again and again, and there's a lot of research on this, if you delay the internal enablement and sales training too much, until quote unquote the launch, and you reduce it to, hey, let's go offsite one day and I'll shower you with technical information, everything will be great. It can be a massive bottleneck for the launch. So I would never really sort of belittle that exercise. I would do it as early and as sort of impactful as possible. And that's a bit, we work a lot in this sort of internal priming piece as well, with training and enablement. And it's not just about what we're launching. It's also about priming and building capability around how is it bought, who are we selling to, how should we be selling, and then what we are selling is, I wouldn't say secondary, but it's not the only piece, right? And a lot of companies over-index on what, so showering technical information, talking about the product, but forget the who and the how, and then you leave it on the reps to figure all those things out. And some reps are gifted, some reps need a bit of support, and if they don't get that, they take the path of least resistance, which is typically the old product.
I think that's very good practical advice, to just move up the internal training to before the launch instead of after the launch, because you'll also get all these like FAQ questions from your customers or your CS team that sits with customers every day. They already know what the customers are going to be asking when we're launching this thing.
Spot on. And what you're doing is you're building capability, you're building confidence, and if sales people are more confident, they sell more.